The agony in the Garden of Gethsemane reveals one of the most profound and human moments in the life of Jesus. In this quiet, shadowed place, away from the crowds and the miracles, we encounter not power, but vulnerability, not proclamation, but prayer. Here, the weight of what is to come presses fully upon him. The suffering, rejection, and crucifixion are no longer distant realities. They are immediate, unavoidable, and deeply personal. In this moment, Jesus does not hide his anguish. He kneels, overwhelmed, expressing sorrow so intense that it is described as agony. His prayer, asking if the cup might pass from him, echoes a deeply human desire to avoid pain. It reminds us that faith does not erase fear. Rather, faith exists within it. Jesus shows that it is not weakness to feel distress, nor is it failure to long for relief. Yet what follows is the heart of this moment: surrender. Not my will, but yours be done. These words transform the scene from one of despair into one of profound trust. Jesus does not deny his suffering, he entrusts it. He chooses obedience, not because it is easy, but because it is rooted in love and purpose. This surrender is not passive, it is courageous, active, and deeply intentional. The sleeping disciples nearby add another layer to the story. While Jesus wrestles in prayer, they succumb to weariness. Their inability to stay awake reflects a common human struggle, the failure to remain spiritually attentive in critical moments. It challenges us to reflect on our own lives. How often do we drift into complacency when we are called to be present, watchful, and prayerful? The Garden of Gethsemane invites us into our own moments of decision. We all face gardens in our lives, places where fear, uncertainty, and suffering converge. In those moments, we may feel alone, overwhelmed, or tempted to turn away from what lies ahead. Yet this scene reminds us that prayer is not about escaping reality, but about facing it with God. There is also a quiet comfort in knowing that Jesus understands human struggle from the inside. He does not stand distant from pain, he enters into it fully. Because of this, those who suffer are not alone. Their pain is seen, known, and shared. Ultimately, the agony in the garden is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of surrender that leads to redemption. It teaches us that strength is not found in avoiding hardship, but in trusting through it. It calls us to bring our fears honestly before God, and then, like Jesus, to place them into His hands. In our own lives, may we learn to pray with that same honesty and courage. May we remain awake in the moments that matter. And when we face our own trials, may we find the grace to say, even through trembling hearts, "Not my will, but yours be done."